teammates needing commercial moon crying. I heard of a more crucial game against Inter Milan. In some no cashier mono. West is lived, West is experienced, and he was sharing it with them. How to live in the moment and make it count. He has not just lived in the moment, he has excelled throughout the period as an exemplary figure on and off the pitch. Now, to the game proper and thereby, so Chelsea versus Fluminense. There is an interesting storyline. Say, Okoshe João Pedro Nechia, Fluminense war. Okoshe Thiago Silva Chia, Chelsea war. So the two players will likely be playing against former sides. Now, the game proper. Maresca press conference near Oko complaining say no matches dodo. And matches ne doso. No between agencies to say. In Kofona ni omokobo no mabo matches 73 matches and counting this season alone. Among complaining yet more a fat budget to enrich your squad. Or build the squad a year large enough to cope with the pressures of playing in almost every competition. Yet here you are complaining. Yes, o pana okana no tum to. Make away the train address to say the players that play for Fluminense, and there's a Shadow Agbenya's probable lineup amaya. You will see that bear a core of them. Samuel Javier, Omugo keeper no Fabio, Martinelli, João Arias, Herman Cano. Mabo how many players? 5. Okomo squad now. Paulo Henrique Ganso. Omunyina were part of the 2023 team. Fluminense for the Club World Cup in 2023. If I'm being strict to Omo start here, João Arias, Herman Cano, Fabio, Samuel Xavier, they have been consistent in the starting lineups for Fluminense from 2023 December na year Club World Cup no Eddie Bessin day. They've barely had a break. Probable lineup in the national. Why am I able to top for Fluminense for no? João Arias, Herman Cano. Cano is 37 years. He has played more than 50 games this season.
No age from no more team no. No 37 year old.
We more than 50 games this season. João Arias, won in late 20s. Obitimi akanesa. We 60 games. Samuel Xavier no as a right wing back no. He's played close to the 70 no Mabono. Fabio, their goalkeeper, currently on the Kita record for the most clean sheets ever football history. As it stands, he's still keeping and not complaining. I think the Europeans have developed a certain attitude. We need to speak against it. I was here, Cassetia. You make the most money. You get the best of marketing deals. You are getting the most lucrative deals, getting the best of players, and yet you want to complain about some of these things. But Yansha game, no, I think that Shara can find line up now. So there will be interesting developments. One, Osha Fluminense for back line now, more back 3. Rene na or Babeshem, no, he's not your usual starter in that position. Freitas and a tie ball, but unfortunately, due to a suspension or more in the middle, Bernal might not start or Hercules might not start. In instance, our coach may decide. But due to suspension, Martinelli or the usual starter or more. It means Fluminense will lose crucial players in key departments, defense and a middle. It will affect them. But a similar story for Chelsea. Chelsea will lose Levi Colwill or Moby due to suspension. Liam Delap will also not play, but it will not really affect them that much because on your mainstay, our Chelsea team name. So the two teams will need to cope in the absence of some key players in their fold. But to the game proper, Renato Gaucho, Portalupi, how will see a ball? No? They are more dangerous when they have possession. Any Fluminense or Magrudi, more dangerous when they have possession. And their Omoyene say they usually use more flanks to attack. So if you check Samuel Xavier and Fuentes, they will likely get involved. But more wing backs no air attack here. They have a wing backs no pushing invert. And now a John Arias, especially on the right, waba flanks abebo. Then a piano nato. And then whoever plays in the midfield, Martinelli, Manako, and him. But I want to believe Hercules air start here. He will be pushing forward Monticheke. In back-to-back games, Hercules, Ashegu, and Ameboa, they make the late runs close to the opponent's penalty area, and then they try to hit. So if Chelsea allows Fluminense to play, Omobeha Chelsea team no. Mese Oma hu odin yese ball ni kita omo. Se Chelsea jo omo ball na Omobeha Chelsea. If Chelsea will need to stamp the authorities, so omo an overall quality squad lister, then they will need to start the game and make an aggressive encounter with a Fluminense team. No, for Chelsea, I think team way good enough to beat any opponent. But Maresca again and how he positions players. Oh, your probably lineup where I won't say Rhys James a bomb fin. It's a no. Without Rhys James, who is not even a midfielder, Chelsea's midfield, one of the best in Europe. Caicedo, Enzo, Romeo Lavia. If they are all fit and available, many sure say Europe midfield be anywhere. About bro Chelsea, the NSU be But Maresca prefers to play Rhys James at times. So Chelsea's biggest headache will be the coach and how he chooses to profile players on the pitch. Crucial. Chelsea was Joao Pedro, who solves a left wing problem with Chelsea team name. This tournament, Chelsea have tried Madueke, Pedro Neto, Nkunku, our left winger, because the natural fit to say the coach na onyebi ne Sancho ana Mudrik suspension, Sancho loan ason oko. Now in getting Joao Pedro, he becomes a valuable asset to the Chelsea team in the sense that Otmibo position be in the forward line. Obebo as a central forward, Obebo as a right winger, or as a left wing forward. So he solves that issue. And to me, that will make his chances of starting higher than will be the same Nicholas Jackson. Coach in a press conference or Kasem Mienu to describe the two players or say, who Jackson saw a center forward. Or who Joao Pedro say, or Bobby Bia.
Front three.
Exactly. So consider, it means consideration will be given more to Joao Pedro due to his versatility than Nicholas Jackson Benya. And then Jackson Nankasa, due to Nankasa infractions, he's fallen down the pecking order. As it stands, rate Chelsea forward now. Ni subai bia oyenti. He showed that yen to me infa yeni infantone so because at this moment unnim di obeya ebe kuntia team no, and I am consistent. So he will likely drop the pecking order, but I want to believe he will get to start. Chelsea have had some brilliant individual performance in competition with him. Pedro Neto, who is their leading scorer in the competition. Cole Palmer has come to the party again. Then Enzo Fernandez. So if you look through the Chelsea team, they have more game winners than Fluminense has, and that will be the trump card. If push gets to shove, say why ding, na ye peobi manaba be decide here. Eventually, I think the individual game winners in the Chelsea team will likely prove a winner for them. So I'm tipping Chelsea to qualify at Fluminense's expense. Away from that, Thomas Partey said something. I read a lot of comments. Let's start from here. I don't think that with no shred of another iota of doubt, we have to wholly condemn issues of sexual assault, rape, molestations, whatever. But I think that it also helps. So same year, we need to situate it in the proper context, explain, and not rush due to how emotions and then everything is boiling up. Branton, you buanu for cry and sakra na court here in And I think, to me, in my opinion, it is very unfair. who recent cases where footballers have been involved in such before. A tree or more career not to say for a year, 2 years, a bro. Eventually, what happens is Benjamin Mendy. Ni abona ya ye trying to pass
to me
yes abrantie ne ho son seven sema na ma ni bi kakra na nya no kre am e bi kra pa chow later. But what has happened to Benjamin Mendy's career? And they can no Mendes asem dodo na ebona ba so say one of the best left backs in there. Senior Nuno Mendes or born sana Benjamin Mendy sha see o
serious.
But
serious
this issue enti menkai last club crow boy
omo yin na no ya crowd the ba say sika bia na nko edu na o say Man City tuare
I think omutia 11 million pounds na the man, but he was suspended ni entua ne ka for 2 years.
Yeah.
And a lot of people bibia betimi esi obi kwa betimi anu maduro ko ne ho.
So Benjamin Mendy, FC Zurich,
he's your boss Switzerland. So just imagine. So asemsia, when it's a legal issue, it is not how your case is. It is how your case is presented in court. Any here. I'm repeating. So asemsi na a legal case in Pempino. And yes, send your wasem sit but send your yesika wasem ewo court and the tre. So obenya otie didim anasa o hobeche wenti. There have been instances where people have even held weapons to kill, but they've been given lesser sanctions or punishment after a court proceeding. I believe that Partey's case will not be best for him in his interest if he comes no a record video. Yeah, from Thomas Partey and manye saying and yeah, modern fan chairman. No, it will be about who is presenting his case at court. So lawyer here. Georgina Wichi, Sasem to, even in a traditional setting anyway. So when you asem wa him fear, Sabi Obia na deneko.
Oh, Debbie.
Why na deneko?
I saw Probia.
Penya, onim kasa.
Yeah.
Obesmenya penyi bi nanimo eduba okwa. Want to mean kasa mfa ye mfa ma. Na asanso akoha enti asemba ye de neka ye de ya no neka. So the person representing your interest legally is very important. And I think when this happened, maybe pertaining the team, no, they cast their nets wide and they sought out for some of the best legal brains to help their case. And in a year, omo lawyer Jenny, the Omenyan, so Ombrambe name for more. What I think here in this case is that they are getting one of the best legal brains. A year. Baby or one.
Okay, so
now make us no make Benjamin Mendy asem. If in fact Bendy or more really charges no, a lot of us thought so over them.
Oh yeah, that one there. When I the end door so crash up until you.
A wild the cry. A thing what was recorded.
Come me share
in the party case.
Mendy video crab back. Come see me delete it.
Good.
Now me share video ni dear and say Mike. If you call this rape. Then the Canadian and Canadian
no a culture obi an na culture the obey wa ha ontimi nkoye wo bi culture mu. So you get it. So know where you are and how you conduct yourself. Say ebia now the oba be see a year station so now I describing in a sexually gratifying way. I how be corner there is a backlash. You bet me you wedi. You get it. Until honor you different. Now, offer way into Subio. In this case, a issue of crime law. So criminal law. Now they will need to test and prove beyond reasonable doubt. Say ampan samba kumienu miensa ye kantia party no. Eye sa pepe netie. In proving such cases, eye difficult but eye tricky. Eye tricky when the accused would need to give his account. Into when you will be obe coach you. Can say now oka say ya it will create a window. Ama dear or no prosecute you no. Wetimia bomu won sem nimun tokuro. So the coaching aspect is crucial. How to prepare obi for court. On sem na okokano. Oh ampa meton ade ne ma no yen ka ne sa trao. Debi and there could be likely be 3 instances where a bit may is waiting out. So you need somebody with enough experience to explain. Okay, dear, was Queen is what Jenny Wiltshire or your partner and now a serious and general crime lawyer. Or ne Hickman and Rose ne Dijuma. Now the legal 500 Eretino as a Hall of Famer. And in the description here, one of the smartest general crime lawyers of her generation. One decade.
Her generation.
Exactly. So any help that Thomas Partey will need to escape from the grips of UK Mrano, this woman will best prepare him for that. Again, Partey sem so I be present say ya charge you into anu ye no. How many betro? Exactly the point. To sebo ko jai mo bia keka e di asembeba. But in everything, Bakusuni, there is the Chambers UK Guide 2025. Now top ranked Jenny Wiltshire. Also, Jenny is an absolute criminal law genius. Her commitment, experience, and sheer tactical acumen put her at the very top of the list of criminal solicitors. What kind of exactly? So the one behind you is very crucial. But in all this, Partey will likely suffer consequences. What started suffer cry? He's a free agent. He's a professional footballer. And can they know? I was saying, didn't come about the next move. A lot of clubs would have showed interest, but for idea we are bano. Oh, kweku we do Partey. Yem friend no, ne me hu wo internet so yes Partey say na ato no. Na matena say.
Konanka Jose Krenia brepa.
Oh, Jose there, I think it's unconditional.
Yeah.
Or more train. Whether in August or we know they will make that move. But a lot of top clubs were interested in making the move for him. Now, Partey, it means on to me any access to train competitively with any tie because only club on your facility beyond wakoye training. That is one. Into another private training. 2, he has this hanging over his neck like an albatross. Inti I was say or pray niti redeem his image. Not a lot of clubs will want to associate with such a character. Trader to Mason Greenwood. Then again, Ghana was a crucial period in terms of World Cup qualifiers. Partey Upe, he's one of our key men in the Black Stars team. 1, only club. 2, he has this issue. It means the national team will be rid of the quality of Thomas Partey to play during the World Cup qualifier. And a crucial period for him. But but yen 2 players ne so 4. Mind the company you keep. And you're crucial.
Whoa, Mate, me that say. You have a fiano no couple set be nice there. A retired refugee came and so about. Nah, you be didn't come because